Team, we've managed to defend 3 super reactors, and the good professor has employed his subspace stealth circuits to stash the statues where geathjerk will not find them. Unfortunately, the enemy is rapidly closing in on the remaining 2.
Weren't those supposed to be top secret locations? What gives?
Exactement! It is a secret, no? When intelligence leaks, it is usually me.
The next operation will take you into the depths of the jungle surrounding Mount Ogato, an active volcano. There, you're to infiltrate the ancient ruins of the lost city of Lorule.
That's the last place I'd expect a super reactor.
And the kid? Somebody please tell me he's locked up.
Riatu, his hate for the geathjerk is blind, uncontrollable. I shudder to think what he will grow into. You and him both.
Geathjerk beat us to the punch, huh? Color me surprised.
We've arrived at the Ogato jungle.
Get to work, Wonderful 100. You have to stop the enemy demolition team and defend the super reactor at all costs.
Roger. Team, fall in!
Roger!
Team, unite up!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 3. Or Zelda, you can take your pick. The area that we're heading to is Mount Ogato, the lost city of Lorule. And as we start Operation 5 here, we can take the lift across this big chasm and we get a convenient landmark. Not only do the Yoo-hoos spawn in, but they spawn in right next to this rock formation with a platinum coin on it. So, oh, not again. So you deal with all of the UFOs, and then you can ride their saucers out to this top left section of the screen. And there's a heart piece waiting for you just over the rainbow. If I can... Yeah, you kind of have to rely on the other wonderful ones to get it, since they just kind of float in the air below the saucer. And that is one more heart upgrade. I think there... I can't remember if there's one more heart upgrade left to go or 2. Because you also get health upgrades, and the saucer just kind of self-destructed. You also get health upgrades for upgrading the Shirogane drive. We've taken care of all that. We can continue pushing the lift across. The tilt shift effect here is like the cities look like little playsets enough as is, but out in the forest here, man, like everything, it just feels like a toy in this. Wonder Samurai we pick up off of the bluish purple mushroom, and we can come into the water. Remember we learned the trick in the last operation about using the hammer while you're underwater to sink beneath it. You can also use the stinger for the hammer to ride it underneath the waterfall and collect a few things. Another thing that we can do out here is we can use a bladed weapon like the claws or the sword to mow the grass. We get a nice little bottle cap for doing so. And this guy I think is Wonder Beetle. Break those vines real quick, we're going to need to do that for later. I think that's the bottle cap for mowing all the grass. Elementary school student. Yeah, there are a couple of people younger than Wonder Green and Luca. Climb up here. We could strike this glowing fissure in the rocks and switch over to gamepad view because we have a little hidden gamepad segment. This one of the first, if not the first, I can't quite remember. One of the first gamepad sections that you actually don't have to do at all. There's a lot of optional stuff very early on in Operation 5A. And we get the Mountain of a Man, Wonder Rock. Hans Jaeger, the mountain climber. Yeah. Like that one. There's a lot of really strong ones in this. I hear a bunch of my people getting messed up by the lava. Oh, hey. I tapped pause by accident. I can't unpause it. No! It let me, and then... Why can't I unpause? This is weird. I don't even get to hear Commander Nelson yelling weird things at me. Okay, that's kind of odd. I had to hit start and select together to unpause. Oh. You might notice there was a circle of batteries there. That's a little hint to wrap the Wonderliner around it in a circle. And you get a little hidden treasure for that. There's another circle of batteries like that coming up. But there's also Secret Mission 002 here. We actually skipped the first secret mission for the time being. We'll get back to that in a minute. This one can actually be a little bit tough. Not that tough, but the tricky thing about it is that one of the effects, I don't know if I ever talked about this, one of the effects of team attacks is that it kind of acts as a lock-on. When you hit someone with a team attack and your wonderful ones start climbing on them, that's when you see the gold rings around them. And obviously, once you get enough wonderful ones doing their climb attacks on an enemy, depending on the enemy type, they'll get stunned. Some, like, bigger enemy types usually require more people on them before they get stunned. That's a good Okami. But also, while they're climbing on the backs of enemies, you kind of lock on to that enemy. And your Unite Morphs will just kind of, if you're like way far away from the enemy, they'll just speed off across the screen towards wherever you're locked onto. And it can be a little bit fidgety if you're locked onto multiple enemies at a time, trying to juggle just one. Which is kind of a long-winded way of saying that you lock on to both scorpions, and instead of, you know, being able to juggle one real proficiently, sometimes you fall out of juggling the first one and you speed off towards the other one for no reason. I forgot to pull the fist out in there. The fist would help mitigate some of the lava damage, but it's not a ranked operation anyway, so who cares? We want to pull out the claws again so we can continue climbing further up the cliff face. Up towards the waterfall, towards the top left here. It's somewhere, I want to say. It's not this, is it? This looks closer to the ground level. This doesn't seem right. No, it's definitely not. This just leads back down to the ground. Maybe it was further up. Must be, right? There's one more thing around here. Yeah, here we are. I love how just well hidden some stuff in this is. Some stuff is a little bit too well hidden. A lot of the hammer treasures are kind of stupid. They're in not so obvious locations. Most of it, though, there's some kind of tell. In this cargo net up here that you can knock down, completely non-essential. You just get a couple of people out of it. And before the first non-secret mission, you can already hit 100 wonderful ones. So now that we have all that optional stuff taken care of, we're gonna solve a little puzzle. So, as we know by now, the fist can absorb fire. So we use that special property, the fist, to first light it on fire and then carry it over and light all of the other torches in the area. And once we've lit this one that I'm next to, that triggers Operation 1 to start, or Mission 1 rather, which is just a bunch of little small and medium-sized dogus. I was having a hard time locating because of the foliage in the way. It's only the main path worth of grass that you can mow down. All the background foliage you can't really do anything about. And then we get another one of the scorpions. What were they called again? Dakas or Dahakas? Or was that a different enemy type? I don't even remember. And there's something else odd about this section. It's like, aside from just feeling like a toy playset. There's no music in this early bit as you approach the inside of Mount Ogurto. and you solve this little puzzle. Oh no, I'm hearing it kick in a little bit. There's like a little drum line. I think it's picking up as you get closer to the temple inside. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a little bit more coming in as you get closer to the door. So once you light all the torches in the area, that's the trigger for the door to open up. We can head on inside. Play a little gachapon, a little ancient gachapon. And the inhabitants of Mount Ogurto from the past, the ancient Mount Ogurto and Lorule, must have been fucking gigantic for everything to be like this size. Like the blades of grass are 20 feet high. Like, honey, I shrunk the Unite Morphs. These enemies, these guys, oh yeah. These enemies have a long history with Kamiya, dating back to the final boss of Okami. And then you get the golems in Bayonetta 1 and 2. Their behavior here is more like the golems' behavior. So in Bayonetta, they mimicked your infernal demons. In Wonderful 101, they mimic your Unite Morphs. And they have, I'm pretty sure they have access to all of them, plus the one that we're going to be getting in a little bit. So they have like 7 different abilities, plus they have a little spin they can do that is armored and sucks. I think that one's using the whip. That one is going sword on me, and I could not break him, which is kind of interesting. Oh, well, not too big of a deal. And then... oh yeah, we're getting a little preview of what's coming up. He just used a Unite Morph ability that we don't have yet. He used that little laser attack too. Kind of like the amygdala laser with the delayed explosion on the ground. Come on. Let's finish this in this hammer strike, or fish strike. Where is the last little piece of him? As you do more and more damage to them, they break into pieces, and you can destroy the pieces. So once they get to that little sliver of health left, it's just like 1 or 2 blocks. Some little cool Mega Block Golem enemies. Who is this? This is Wonder Measure, who's a claw user. Wow, I suck at aiming the Wonderliner. I suck so bad at it. I don't think you get anything important from that. I just wanted to demonstrate that you can send the Wonderliner into the statue mounds if they're open. There's another one right over here. I had to Unite build that porta potty. This ancient tiki porta potty that will one day go on to curse the Brady family. Oh, how is that for a timely-ass reference? Okay, I can't get into that mouth either. That's fine. The mouth doesn't want me in it. Just gonna let that one hang out there. So, before we travel down to the platform down there, let's pull out the claws and climb up the side of this thing's head, because it's kind of a smoothish surface, which is all you really need to know that you can climb up on something. Yeah, Wonder Music, and we can Kratos this box open with the claws. I don't think there's anything in here, like maybe a figurine. No, not even a figurine. Bleh. It's always disappointing to get soup or some other consumable that I'm never, ever gonna use. Oh, I thought this was the start of the new enemy type. No, this is another golem. Let's try and make this a little bit cleaner and faster than the last golem. Boom. Boom. There we go. Pull out the claws on me. Not sure if the Golem version of the claws actually has the projectile property. Now you're going to do your lasers and the spin up at the same time. Oh, this attack sucks. Because it always sends everyone flying, even if you do dodge through it. It's such a good success rate of knocking all your people out. Right before that field pops up, it'll slow you down if it hits you. So right before it hits, you want to be in the middle of the invisibility frames from the dodge. And then another enemy. I forgot that there was another spawn in here. Ah, man. I could have gotten greedy. I could have got greedy and went for the extra hit, and I probably would have interrupted his attack and peeled the armor off, but I didn't want to take the risk. Yeah, well, this will be a guaranteed. If I can aim my shit correctly, that'll be a guaranteed peel off. Oh no, it's gonna take one more somehow. I guess I didn't have a 50-person whip the first time that I peeled the armor off. Alright, let's finish this guy. Not quite the way I wanted that one to go, but we should still be able to, yeah, before he does any more attacks in his armored, enraged state. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. I thought this... No, that must be one later on. We'll see like a glowing circle on the ground. Here is a platinum coin, and doesn't look like we can climb that surface for any secrets. I'm trying my best to remember where the secrets are, or at least the relatively important ones. Like, I'm trying not to miss wonderful ones, or heart pieces, or Alfheims for that matter. So there was a glowing little purple box back there, so hey, Wonder Purple, right? Wonder Purple? Oh, Doora's the Explorers. Getting bad PTSD flashbacks of those Jaguar monsters from Vanquish. These guys are nearly as bad. They'll block a lot of your shit or evade. All of their attacks are piercing. They shake your wonderful ones off really, really quick, so it's hard to stun them as is.
Hear that? I would know that sound anywhere. Is it? It is! You are finally here! I knew it was you!
If it isn't the 8-bit enchanter, special combat agent, Sentinel's Planetary Secret Service, New Delhi Field Office, Wonder Black!
Dude, you have everyone's title memorized?
And?
Some things never change.
Black! Will you put that thing away and help us out already?
Not Wonder Purple, it's the Wonder Black, and his ability is the Unite Bomb. He's got a cool old DS. His ability is super useful, but everything about him is terrible. Like, the 8-bit Enchanter moniker is the worst. Those boxes are clearly purple, so I'm gonna blame him for that. No, I'm not. He does have my favorite theme remix, though. It's amazing. Plus everyone's a stereotype, so they kind of get away with it with him. The bomb is kind of essential for these Jaguar enemies because you really need that time in order to build up stun on them, because otherwise they'll shake your people off. They'll evade and block a lot of your shit. Plus, the bomb opens up really, really crazy juggle potential. It's just really good overall. Also, I like how this is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers all over again. Wonder Black is the black character. Surprised Wonder Yellow isn't like a tiny Asian girl. The other thing that sucks about Black is that he has virtually no dialogue and no characterization other than like being really distracted with his DS all game long. That's about it for his character, which is a shame. They could have done a lot with him. Like they do a bit with yellow. They do a lot with pink and tons with blue and red, and then green is also just kind of there, and white is my favorite just for stupid proverbs. They don't do anything with black though, and that sucks. Also, we got a secret mission back here. This is a super hard mission. Oh, fighting these two dragons together is not fun. Also, I can't find the sweet spot to open him up. I might just, like, I see the prompt coming up, and I might be running past it as I go to hit it. There we go. Maybe I just need to abuse the bomb more on this fight. You can kind of abuse it. The thing about the bomb's field is that it not only slows enemies down substantially, it also increases the damage that Unite Morphs do to enemies who are under the effect of that debuff. So it's a pretty creative little wonderful one. Pretty creative Unite Morph. And it's just the reverse of the hammer. Instead of doing a line with a circle at the end, you do a circle with a line at the end. So it's pretty easy to draw even in the heat of a fight. The other thing that makes this fight a little bit hard, though, is that you fight them in such a small arena. Of course, it does not help that I'm doing this while commentating. I probably should have shut up for this fight, but oh well. What are you gonna do? Oh, gather. When they close their armored wings, if you're right in front of them, it'll hurt you and send you flying back. So we got Kratos that open again, and let's try to end this like really fast. I've already botched this fight terribly, so there's not even any sense worrying about, you know, going with weaker Unite Morphs to build a combo score up or anything. Yeah, no. The combo score was fine anyway. It was time and damage that were the problem. Oh, man. And you'll notice in the top left, we have 101 Wonderful Ones. Now, I don't remember if that's because of a certain someone being with us, or just because we recruited Black after having 100 recruits, including the 61 or 62 that we brought in at the beginning of the mission. But normally, what happens when you recruit a normal Wonderful One is if you're at the max amount, which is 100, you'll just replace like a citizen or diver or explorer or whatever the generic recruits are. But I don't know if it works the same way, or if it's like a little tiny minor bug with the main colored Wonderful Ones. I don't know if it works the same way for those. So what I was trying to do, the drill was actually in a bad position. I couldn't quite get enough height. I was trying to jump up to that pipe, which leads up here. Leads to a bunch of secrets, actually. I forgot there was a wonderful one. Wonder Fruit! Yeah! Fresh squeezed! Yeah! Yeah, Wonder Fruit. I don't want to build a hang glider. I want to build claws. Rocket up to the shoulder, claw up the hat. And at the top of the head, there is a Kakuriga waiting for us. And this one, is this the really difficult pain in the ass one, or is that next operation? I'll know once the enemy spawns. No, this is, okay, this is an easy one. The only added stipulation to this one, aside from only having 50 people and 3 hits of health, is that you don't get access to Unite Bomb. Which would just kind of trivialize this guy anyway. Like, there's nothing he can really do. Like, his only real defense is his ability to block you. And that kind of works against him. It's a blessing unto a curse, since you can lock him down that way as well. Oh, hey, there's a little hero counter. I didn't know about that. Oh, I wasn't in front of him, so I didn't get it. I wonder what that is. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. Not quite what I meant to draw. That works, too. I think I just broke his sword. Too bad it's right at the end of the fight. He gets dizzy or stunned when you break his sword, so it can be advantageous. There are a couple of things that break it especially quickly. Heavier strikes like the tombstone, and I believe the hammer will also do it. They'll break that enemy's sword a lot quicker than normal. Of course, you can also just go for pure volume of hits and go for a really fast hitting weapon, like the claws, if you want to try to break it that way. I'm not sure if it's that effective, though. Do a little rocket. Why not? I don't know if I ever mentioned that I picked that up. But yeah, the Unite Rocket is, you can do a little bit of juggling with it. It does do damage to enemies. The way it works is that you mash the jump button, and when you stop mashing it, you fly off into the sky, and the longer you mash it, the higher it goes. Let's see if I can make a good jump here. Come on, land on a platform. No, too far. I thought it was not going to be far enough. Ah. Why can't I draw a bomb? Oh, did Black get knocked out? Yeah, that must be it. And I don't have any other bomb users, so I couldn't make the Unite Bomb. Black was knocked out. Ha! Yeah, we haven't seen that at work before. You actually need, like a user of that weapon type in order to make that Unite morph. So since I didn't have Black available, since he was knocked down and I didn't have any other bomb users, I couldn't make the Unite Bomb. It's a mechanic that doesn't come up too often, and now we're up to 102. I remembered why it was 101, but not 102. I guess we'll be finding out soon. Unless it's just a little bit buggy like that. So we need to make a fist or something that can just break this down really quick. And this chest, yeah. Ooh boy, this chase section isn't that bad. Except right here, where the auto-targeting, again, like we saw in Operation 4A or 4B, one of those. The auto-targeting for the gun can be a little bit janky. And then we have a fun little mini-boss, a gimmick mini-boss coming up here. So, 3 dormant columns of lava. We have a Vorkin's ship going around in circles, and we have this big plunger in the middle. 1 + 1 equals setting that fucking ship on fire with lava. And yeah, it can oh, it still hit. And it can occasionally fire missiles down at you, but there's no real danger of being hit. That should be it. And it's really lenient on the amount of time you can take. So, yeah, pretty easy pure plat there.
We meet again, warrior of dearth. You're looking well.
If it isn't... the heir to the throne of the roaming Rule, leader of the space pirate band known across the universe as the Geathjerk, Prince Vorkin.
I've been waiting to knock some sense into this cat.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Vorky!
All warmed up, I hope. Our fated duel is at hand. No more holding back, Blunder Red. No more holding back.
Wonder Red. If you insist on another fight, Prince Vorkin, I think we deserve to hear what it is you're fighting for.
What I'm fighting for? Ah, I suppose we do have a gentleman's agreement of sorts. Let's see, where did I leave off?
On a fateful day, she was a new student just transferred to the class next door.
She? What do you mean, she? Spell it, Vorky!
I'll just chill while you guys do your thing.
Do not let down your guard, Blue.
Yes, she was a vision of beauty, and her name was... What was her name? Ah, yes, I remember.
Master, I must plead for brevity.
But I only just got started. Oh well, at least fate has provided a grand stage for our final encounter. Ready yourself, Blunder Red.
Diplomacy has failed. Wonderful 100. Team, unite up!
Roger! Vorky time!
I'll never get tired of that shtick. Like that really tongue-in-cheek play on the trope of the villain showing up and giving all of his backstory exposition. So like, and he's such a romantic, and he's so operatic. I love Vorkin. He's my favorite rival character in like Platinum games or Clover games or whatever, or Little Angels or Devils even. He's my favorite rival character, but not my favorite rival fight. Like, he doesn't hold a candle to the Lumen Sage or Virgil or Jean as far as fights go, even though it's still really fun and it gets better and better each time. We're on our third fight with him now. I don't like that his guts behaves like that. It's a little nitpick, but it's such a fundamental ignoring of the rules. It's just one instance of that I don't like. I like when the rival character is better than you, but not when he... Oh, the shockwave hit me through the guts, not the actual hammer strike. I didn't block that. I don't like that he just ignores certain rules like that. Oh! Brutal. Shit. It's actually kind of crazy how backwards it is in Wonderful 101 that the rival battle, the one that's usually the highlight, you know, the Lumen Sage fight is the highlight. All three of them are the highlights of Bayonetta 2. Virgil is the highlight of Devil May Cry 3. But here, not the case. Which is kind of nuts. It speaks to the quality of the boss fights. Like oh, I should carry on with this afterwards because we're about to end this.
It is as though they cannot die!
Dude, seriously, what is with these zombie freaks?
Quite a disappointing performance. Will you not fight for dearth?
More, Vorky! More!
Stand your ground!
Roger!
What are you doing, warriors of Earth?
What?
Is this truly your best? Is this all you are capable of?
I don't recall giving you permission to speak, Chugi. Now, the time has come to bring this absurdity to an end! Who dares? No, not the power amp system.
We have to do this Aladdin Cave of Wonders section. And you want to keep boosting up to maintain your speed so the wall of lava behind you doesn't catch up and hurt you. Oh, I don't think I kept my speed up enough. I think I took a little burn on my butt. It's nowhere near as hard as the Cave of Wonders was back in the Super Nintendo Aladdin. Which, by the way, yes, superior to the Genesis version. Come at me. I'll fight you. We ain't done yet. So mashing the team attack causes the drill to spin up faster, which lets you get through harder blocks more quickly. The gray blocks, I don't think you can get through, though. They're pretty much bedrock. The beige ones are pretty easy to get through. The diamond ones are diamond, so, yeah. Oh no, down here is a waste of time. This one you actually have to be pretty quick to get through. Pull out the fist for these guys, because all they do is breathe fire. This is such a neat little section. This is a neat little diversion, a pacing break. I could bomb those, but yeah, save some time not pulling out the bomb. Oh, what I was saying about Vorkin is, like, the thing about rival battles is they're really cool because it's normally the chance to test your skills against an opponent who mirrors you, but reflects an even stronger image back. But in Viewtiful 101's case, the rival battles are not the best bosses. And I guess it's just because your team fights like a single entity, but there's still something about it that's just not this one-on-one duel. And it, in part, might also be, like, camera and perspective. Again, I think you want to Unite Bomb through that, but yeah, we don't have time to pull that bomb out. And I took a hit. Ah! Whatever. Now we have no cares left in the world, so it's cool. No cares. YOLO. That little snake, I believe you can harm it somehow. I can't remember how. The lava has kind of physics, so if you break the blocks above it, the lava will fall down to take the place of the block. Very Minecraft. Wow, so Minecraft. This level's pretty cool. Oh, that makes an unpleasant sound, though. Kaiser Orochi, just a two-headed Orochi, who seems incredibly tiny from this perspective. There's a lot of weird perspective trickery going on in this operation, actually. Just between the outside environment and now that. Plus, the way the Unite morphs look colossal when you draw them to use from the deck of the ship. Whew, terrible.
So, mystery babe, want to explain why you've been following us halfway around the world?
No thanks for saving your lives.
If it isn't Immorta, Galactic Federation Police Special Weapons Tactics and Investigation Team Sector S451219, you have our thanks.
Galactic police?
Oh, you two are, how do you say, acquainted? Wonder Rouge, you are a smooth operator, no?
No, you got it all wrong. I that is to say, we,
Look, red is red. This is funny, duh?
What? You've been running around with some hussy while we're trying to save the world?
Right then. I see you're as dysfunctional as ever. You're all out for yourselves. It's not teamwork, it's me-work. Blue, was it? You're the worst. I've seen you jump into battle without the least regard for your teammates. That's not going to get you anywhere.
Are you talking to me?
This is nothing new. Blue is our lone wolf. He charges first, asks questions, never.
Button it, Bernays.
It's just sloppy. You'll never match Vorkin's teamwork in battle, even if he does have to resort to intimidation to motivate his men.
intimidation?
So the high and mighty space cop likes to talk tough. But isn't your intergalactic planetary whatever supposed to keep space pirates from attacking innocent planets? You do your job, then worry about criticizing ours.
Excuse me?
I didn't ask for your opinion, and I sure didn't ask for your help, so if you're done, get out of my face.
Blue. The master of unwanted opinions drives away yet another lady.
Seriously, you pig-headed, arrogant, selfish, narcissistic, rampaging, sweaty oaf.
What are you calling sweaty?
Reto-san, I must report my findings. I have noticed a change in the pirates' armor when they lose power to their spacecraft.
Indeed.
Mission 11, last mission of the game. It's just more of these, what are they called? Dooras the Explorers. More apt name might be Vanquish Jaguar motherfuckers. So we're gonna adopt the same pretty cheesy looking strategy that we used before. Bomb them while we build up stun with a formation charge team attack. And juggle until dead. Oh yeah, I got him. Pop back into the air before the sun wore off. Good. We can keep this going. We don't have to... I drew the wrong thing. Little input error. So he still has half health left. Not good. And you can see, like, you get enough people on them. The climb attacks alone from using team attacks and throwing people on their backs, that damage can add up. And the other nice thing about it is it keeps combos going, because all you need to do to keep the combo from resetting after 6 seconds is just do any little bit of damage. Just do a single point of damage, and it'll keep the combo going. Oh, there is one more enemy. Okay. Wow, we're building up a crazy high multiplier on this. Almost at 4.0. Can we hit 4? We hit 4, but I messed up, and that probably is going to wind up getting the combo reset. That's the only problem with Okami. It's why you still want to be careful. Even if you know you can reliably Okami out of damage, you still want to be careful just because it wastes time, and it's probably not going to be enough to mess your ranking up for time itself, but it'll get your combo score reset because it takes so long to complete the Okami recovery animation. So, it doesn't, yeah. You'll wind up dropping your combo if you Okami usually. Not always, like, if it's a small little attack and it just happens to hit your leader, but it doesn't knock a lot of your people out, you can still recover from it. That said, the combo score is still high enough for a pure plat on that. So overall, not too bad. We leave the mission with 70 people, and we move on to Mount Ogurto, the Lost City of Lorule, Operation 5B. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.